hate you, man.
What?
I said I hate you.
No, that's just the fear talking.
No, it's not. I seriously hate you. Reese, is this safe?
Well, define safe.
That's not really reassuring.
Okay, yeah, it's safe, 100%.
You just tell me that so I can jump.
Yes, jump.
You can pull out at any time, all right? Just remember that. You don't have to do that.
I don't know about this, guys.
No, if you want, we got this stunt double right here, and he's ready to go. He's ready to jump.
Why does he look just like me?
That's showbiz, honey. We gotta protect the stars.
Right? Pretty cool, right?
Yeah. Do you want to jump or not? Because we gotta go.
All right, I'll do it.
That's my man! Fearless!
So what I do, just jump and hold the Gatorade bottle?
Yep.
Yeah, and jump with the bottle.
Okay, cool, I can do that. Let's do it.
Don't forget, mug to the camera on the way
going
down.
smile to the camera.
All right,
Show
smile.
your
Just keep looking
teeth.
at the
Show
camera.
my teeth.
Remember,
Yeah, you
right
got it.
parachute,
Okay.
left is the direction.
All right,
Okay, you ready?
okay, let's do it,
Okay,
yeah.
here we go. 1, 2, 3.
This was for
jump.
my woadies.
That's a look at our setting tonight. The picturesque city of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Thanks for joining our Tuesday night broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. Some extra minutes to fill as a pair of players are listed as inactive tonight due to injury.
2 players injured, one of their stars out, something they'll have to dig deep to overcome.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Davis is out there with Lowry Markkanen, and it's B in at the point guard. And for Milwaukee, they've got Bielitsa. J.J. Redick is out there at Bledsoe. And then there's Antetokounmpo, and it's Ruiz in at the 5 patrolling the paint. Clark, this is a game you and I have been looking forward to for a long time. 2 teams that have been absolutely terrific of late.
Yeah, you look at these teams, Kevin, and they play together. They play for each other, which is always great to see. But you know what? Something's got to give tonight. It should be quite a show.
Ready with your popcorn, buckled in, harnessed in, ready to go?
Ready to roll.
Tip-off goes to Milwaukee. Here's Antetokounmpo. Pass to Bielitsa. Porter with a block. B the pass to Davis. Lays it up and banks it in.
And, you know, got to admire the patience inside from Davis. Outstanding at staying under control, taking his time, and burying the quality shot.
Bledsoe passes to Antetokounmpo. For 3. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. B, guarded by Bledsoe. Giannis with some nice D. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on B. That is his first foul of the game. And the Bucks with possession here. Bledsoe left side. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I did speak with Mike Budenholzer for a few minutes. Facing one of the game's truly elite players in Anthony Davis, he said, an all-around player, he'll find a way to affect the game. We've got to build a wall, force him to be a playmaker. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, David. The shot's good from B.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Levine against Redick over Levine. And the shot is long.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make. And guys, at this point in his career, Anthony Davis just entering his prime. Crazy to think when you look at what he's already accomplished thus far.
They get it back. For Milwaukee, they've gone 0 of 5 here to start the game. Rough start for them. Antetokounmpo passes to Bielitsa. Markkanen against Bledsoe. And Davis sends it back.
Well, I tell you what, Davis uses his length so well. I mean, a defensive stalwart who holds his ground, and because of his timing and length and athleticism, he's an excellent shot blocker.
And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Chicago?
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up tempo so far.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. And we are talking about Anthony Davis. How do you even put into words, Greg, what he's able to do on the basketball floor?
I mean, he's entering the conversation among the best big men of all time. On a nightly basis, dominating in so many facets of the game. Really, it's remarkable. Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track. Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
With three, Bledsoe. Unable to get that one. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
Yeah, you know, you can't allow them to get into a rhythm on offense. Once that happens, then you're in trouble.
Finally, after all those clanks, someone comes through for him.
Well, you knew it eventually was going to happen. I mean, my goodness, a tight start to this one, but maybe that'll ignite some more buckets to be made.
Antetokounmpo, no good.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Here's Brown following the basket by Anthony Davis. And it's Bledsoe off the drive, banked in off the glass. Bledsoe's got his second bucket of the night.
With that now, only 2 of 7 to start the game. Not the start he was hoping for.
Stolen by Wilson. Bledsoe with it. Now defended by Markkanen. Here's Brown. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
You know, Bledsoe has developed his passing skills to the point where you've got to respect that part of his game. He's doing a nice job finding his open guys.
And it's Davis missing. Bucks trail by 5. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And it's Brown missing. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Chicago Bulls. Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
And again, no good by Chicago. Here's Giannis. And it goes down 2 points.
Boy, he is so dangerous from this area, guys. Even when Giannis is defended tightly, he powers through it.
B, and the last shot before the buzzer is off. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Bulls lead by 3. Well, there are a lot of letters that go into the spelling of Giannis Antetokounmpo's last.
The Nigerian way, we gotta say it with a D, so it's Adetokounmpo.
Seems easy enough, right?
I guess so. I think a lot of people are going to stick with Giannis or the Greek Freak.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. Looking at what we've seen from the Bulls, what do you guys think?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
You've got Wilson, Ilyasova out there with Brown. Then it's George Hill, and it's DiVincenzo in at the 2. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, B in that last game against the Grizzlies had a huge game. He dropped in 38 points, and along with what he did on offense, he had a big defensive night as well. That was just the latest in a solid string of performances from him. Obviously, look.
1:37 left to play in the first half. Bledsoe kicks to Antetokounmpo. Bledsoe looking it over. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. And since coming to the Bucks, Eric Bledsoe hasn't been asked to do nearly as much as he has in the past.
And for Bledsoe, that is a good thing, as he is best as a complementary player. Not scoring as much, but his decision-making and shot selection have vastly improved.
Pass to Giannis. Rebound by the Bulls. Markkanen's got 5 rebounds tonight. Bulls with the fresh shot clock. And that one's good by Davis.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
Giannis outside. Stolen away.
Pick up the pace, get the 2-for-1 here.
That's the way to go. Be quick about it.
No one covering. Porter's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And Markkanen, the big fella, has nice court vision, solid at finding open teammates.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Back to Giannis. Can they get it? Good work there as it goes. Antetokounmpo's got 6 points.
Just off the charts, incredible athleticism from Antetokounmpo. Fending off contact like a real pro.
So we've reached the end of the first half of play. It's Chicago. They're up by. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You have to like what we're seeing from B.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And tipping off the second half, here's Jim Boylan's 5. Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. B out there with Zach LaVine. And it's Davis at the 5 down low. Name some traits that make for a great team leader. You've been in that role. What did you like and embrace, and what have you seen from others?
Well, I think it starts with humility, a real sense of who you are and what your role is on the team as a leader, and then a really good example set. I think those qualities are essential. Humility speaks to selflessness, but also being one that holds yourself accountable too.
And it's Otto Porter with the foul. That's his first foul. Bledsoe outside.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Giannis passes to Ruiz. Good.
Yeah, the length of Antetokounmpo is it's hard to deal with, quite honestly, especially when he's operating in the pick and roll.
B the pass to Davis. Bulls moving the ball around, and that one drops. B's got the lead up to 14 now for the Bulls.
On a nice little roll here to start this half, connecting on their first 3 attempts.
Looking to get it going, and for the ball out of bounds, Davis touched it last. A different look for Milwaukee. Ilyasova comes in for Bjelica, and George Hills subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Carter, he's checked in for Davis. Young comes in for Markkanen. Chandler Hutchison, he's checked in for Porter. And it's White in for Zach LaVine. 4 on the shot clock. And again, the Bucks miss.
Ooh, and this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half. Well, you know, it's hard to overstate the impact that Giannis has on the floor with his play. I mean, he gives you so much at both ends of the floor, offense and defense, and really draws a lot of attention from the opposing team.
14 feet away, and the Bulls tack on 2 more. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on B. That's foul number 2 for him. The efficiency of Giannis, Clark, that's just the icing on the cake.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. For years, people were asking, how scary is Giannis going to be? Well, we've got our answer pretty much in the form of he's a nightmare.
Sterling Brown is checked in for Milwaukee. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for J.J. Redick. Baseline try. No good from B.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo has some major hops. At almost 7 feet tall, he makes it look effortless.
Here's B. And he's good on the 3-ball. B's got 12 points here in the second half.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
From deep, Giannis. Antetokounmpo can't get that one to fall.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's on Thaddeus Young.
Boy, for such a young player, the razor-sharp focus of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. I mean, a muscular guy who still makes baskets despite getting hit in the process. He's not wide, but he is muscular.
The Bucks making a switch here. Wilson's checked in. Here's B. It's Chicago with another bucket.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Hill passes to Brown. Here's Giannis. That's his 6th miss and 12 field goal attempts. The Bulls leading by 16. Got a piece of it. Hill with it. Now guarded by B. All going up court. DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
Man, how about the vision of the hometown hero, George Hill, spotting a teammate and whipping it over quickly.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. No good from B. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. On the wing, Hill jacks up a 3. It's deflected, but he stays with it. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Bulls lead by 14. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. Setting the floor for the Bucks. We've got Brown. Antetokounmpo is out there with Wilson. Then it's George Hill, and it's Bledsoe in at the point. Levine wide open. Drops in the tray. Levine's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Bulls. Bucks trail by 17. Bledsoe for 3. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
After hitting 1 3 in the first half, he's been unable to dial in from deep since then.
He gets that one. And the Bulls lead by 19.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Not many empty trips for this group. It seems everything's falling for them this half.
Pass to trying to break that ice-cold streak. What do you think on average rookies are having a greater impact on their teams now than in decades past?
I really don't think so, Kevin. You can go back and look at the numbers historically. Every draft class usually has 6 to 10 rookies that have a significant impact on their respective teams. And of those 10, perhaps 10 or 12, maybe only a few are going to be on playoff teams just because of the nature of the draft. I don't really think that's changed tremendously over the decades. Boy, he's been a different player here in the second half, looking much more comfortable on the offensive end.
The pass to Reddick. Bledsoe with it. Now guarded by B. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Here's Ruiz. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And a chance now to look at the schedule for the Bulls. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the Detroit Pistons. And then on Friday, they'll be taking on Victor Oladipo and the Indiana Pacers.
And for that matchup with the Mavericks, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top. That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
B. Milwaukee with the rebound. Bounce pass Antetokounmpo. Here's Bledsoe. Got a piece of it.
And that's evidence that Markkanen is working on his defense, and it's critical that he does so. And blocks like this show he's making good stride.
That free throw, no good. Clark, we hear a lot about the young basketball players in this country, the good ones playing in the AAU system. Is that the best way to develop talent for the NBA?
It's one of the better ways because the competition level is quite good across regions and throughout the country with these AAU teams. I think there's some great AAU programs and some tremendous benefits to participating in AAU basketball. Some things are better than others with it, but overall, I think it's pretty solid.
Bucket is good.
And he's got it going now. When he's in this kind of a zone, I think the D's happy to just get out of Antetokounmpo's way.
B, guarded by Bledsoe. Here's B, and Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Timeout called the Bucks. They're behind by 20. 1:57 left in the fourth quarter. And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, B.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. Bledsoe outside. Ripped away. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display.
Yes, sir. Power and grace. That had it all.
Here's Giannis. That one, no good. Excellent D there from Markkanen. The Bulls leading by 22.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Bulls.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty.
And here is Satoransky. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For